This is section 6.4, rational exponents, and this is talking about part 2, and we're going to start part 2 with properties of our rational exponents, and you'll notice that these are very similar, very much the same as what you've had in the past, okay? And you'll notice that as you look at these, if you multiply two exponents, you're going to add, same concept. If you multiply with the power of a power, you're going to multiply the exponents. You take something in parentheses to a power, you can distribute that power. Any exponent to the negative becomes 1 over that base. You divide, you subtract. And as you look at this here again, if you have a division, you can still distribute that exponent as well. These are no different. Okay? So, let's take a look at some examples now that you've seen these properties. The properties of rational exponents are the exact same thing as the properties of exponents. Okay, so now let's take a look here at a couple of examples. So, first example gives you 8 to the 1/3 times 8 to the 2/3. Since the bases are the same, we can go ahead and we can add the exponents. So this is really 8 to the 1/3 plus 2/3 power. Okay, 1/3 and 2/3 is 3/3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so this is really 8 to the 1st, which is just 8. Okay, all you're doing is using your properties of exponents. It's the same exact concept as you've had in the past. Okay, so number 2. In this case, I have a power of a power, so really I have 5 to the 1/2 times 4 power. 1/2 times 4 is 5 to the second, which 5 to the second is 25. Okay, so number 3 says I have 9 to the negative 1/2 power. So since I have a negative exponent, that means I'm going to have to put 1 over top of it and 9 to the 1/2, and since I moved it to the bottom, it now becomes a positive exponent. Now, this is where a little bit of your things in part 1 were going to come into play, because we're going to have to convert 9 to the 1/2 to a root. So 9 to the 1/2 is going to be 1 over the square root, because the index is on the bottom, of 9 to the 1st. And if you look at that, the square root of 9 is just 3, so this is 1/3. Okay? And then example number 4, we have 5 27s all to the 1/3 power. So again, I'm going to distribute, so this is really 5 to the 1/3 over 27 to the 1/3. Now again, you're going to have to convert it to roots so that we can simplify. So this is really the 3rd root of 5 divided by the 3rd root of 27. 27, 5 will not break down in that root. 27 is 3 cubed, which you'll notice the cubes on the bottom and the cube root are going to cancel out. So my final answer is the 3rd root of 5 divided by 3. Okay, so part 2 covers using your exponent rules with rational exponents now. Again, the rules are the exact same, it's just now that you have some fractions up there, so you're going to have to get used to working with some fractions. Okay, and then you're going to also have to be able to convert again like you did in part 1 and simplify. Okay, this finishes 6.4 part 2 notes. Don't forget to complete your WSQ before you get to your assignment.